I want to hear the Soviet, the former Soviet interpretation.
Here's the difference between socialism as a system versus social programs that we have in this country. There's a fundamental difference between the two. The difference number one, socialism criminalizes profit. I'm sure you are for profit. You're sure.
I have no problem with capitalism.
Okay, so
what does that have to do with what he asked?
So let me go back to veterans. When you brought up veterans, it's not socialism. It's a social program that I do support.
Okay. So you're going to pay taxes to support them, right?
Yes, of course. But it's not.
So paying taxes is not against your.
But it's not socialism.
We don't have socialism in this country now.
No, we don't have socialism.
No, we don't.
I didn't say.
Yeah, but you're saying if you're not a capitalist, you're a socialist. You're telling me there's nothing.
There are people in this movement, and I've met a whole bunch of them. Just an hour ago, I spoke with a lady who was holding the sign.
Oh, you're right.
Advocating for socialism.
Oh, absolutely.
You're right.
Okay.
You're right. And you know what? There are people in the Tea Party movement
and
who believe in stuff you don't believe in, right?
I will submit to you what she's saying
is that
socialism,
I'm not a Ron Paul supporter, for instance.
So even socialism in our society is better than naked capitalism. That's what she's saying. I'm saying that she's right that capitalism is the worst evil over socialism.
Really?
But because there are people.
Really?
Absolutely.
Oh, naked capitalism.
Well, welcome to Cuba. Welcome to North Korea.
North Korea.
Socialism.
Oh, but that's
everybody
socialism.
Pay the same.
That's socialism in reality.
In the worst
No.
Naked capitalism is kings and serfs.
Yes.
That's the nation you will have with naked capitalism. And you're telling me that's not better than even socialism? I guarantee you, if you lived in naked capitalism, you would pray for socialism.
But see, just like I told him, he's a Tea Party advocate. I'm sure there are people in his organization that he disagrees with on certain theories, just like we disagree with the excessive socialism this woman was promoting.
I disagree with a lot of
this because he owns a corporation. He's part of the 1%.
He's a millionaire.
Yes, many times over. But he doesn't believe. He doesn't believe in equality.
Thank you.
He doesn't really believe in the Constitution. He doesn't really believe
Very
the
happy
commons
with me. And
should
this
have
is
the power.
and this is another misunderstanding. When people demonize rich people.
No, I don't demonize rich.
Okay,
I demonize greedy.
I don't demonize rich as long as they pay their taxes.
Right.
According to a progressive taxation. You should not control a country just because you're rich. Listen.
And if you're gonna bring up
all evil is money.
And if you're
gonna control our country,
and if you're gonna bring up fair share, I'm gonna just walk away.
I'm against fair share. Who said fair share? Progressive taxation is not fair share. Progressive taxation is not fair share. Progressive taxation says the more you make, the more you pay. That has nothing to do with fair.
Your guy,
I'm not trying to be fair.
Your guy keeps on saying,
who's our guy?
Obama.
Listen,
that's his guy.
Did you say you're an Obama guy?
Yeah, he is Obama guy.
I'll vote for Obama.
Listen what I said. I said to him, I said we are stuck in the.
I would rather vote for Jill Stein, but I know she does not have a chance.
I say we are stuck in the paradigm of voting
so I'm not going to throw my vote away.
And he's going to vote for the evil of two lessers.
But I'm telling you that I'm not for fair taxation. We agree on this side. I'm not for fair taxation. You know why? Because capitalism is not fair.
Really?
That's right.
Do you agree with him?
I just told you.
Capitalism as this country
what capitalism does.
Is that?
Capitalism as this system, as this country has instituted it, is not fair because it's unfettered capitalism.
Listen, capitalism, anybody institutes it without progressive taxation will lead to a king and serf society. Capitalism, especially naked capitalism, says whoever invents the vacuum cleaner the first and sucks up all the money has all the wealth. That's capitalism.
That's a good analogy.
In a nutshell. The reason we had progressive taxation because we didn't want that. We wanted a more equal society. We wanted to create a middle class. We wanted to spread the wealth. So what we said, whoever sucks up the most money will pay the most taxes. I'm not talking about fair. Fair tax, you know what fair tax would do? Keep rich people rich, keep poor people poor.
Yeah.
Poor people poor, exactly.
That's what fair tax is. And too many poor people are too dumb enough to turn around and say, oh, I want to be fair. No rich people.
sounds so good.
When's the last time you heard a rich people say he wanted to be fair?
Never.
He don't want to be fair.
He wants to be rich.
He wants to
and then he
control
wants
it.
to be richer.
But what did Bill Gates and Warren Buffett do with their enormous wealth? What did Bill Gates and Warren Buffett do?
All over the world.
What did they do with their enormous wealth?
At the same time, betraying his class. He's telling you what some of the rich founders said. They realized they betrayed their own class because they realized that what they wanted to create was a society that's more fair and not a kingship. The fucking Constitution, if you read it correctly, was the whole point of it.
There's
no
mention of corporations in the Constitution whatsoever.
But the whole principle of the Constitution was against monarchy.
Exactly.
Right.
Every principle in the Constitution was against the monarchy. And some of the rich founders were betraying their own class. And Warren Buffett is the same thing. Warren Buffett rather go back to progressive taxing than go with you guys that want to be kings of this country. I'm against you, and I thank anybody. Listen, I'm telling you right now, I am for killing billionaires. The world, listen, my friend, I understand. This seems like a hard concept.
Interesting concept.
I'm not saying there's not nice ones I don't want to spend. But I'm telling you, the world can do without billionaires.
Really?
The world does not need another billionaire.
You're right about that. You are right about that. We don't need any more billionaires.
Really?
Yeah.
There's no such thing.
We could do one with a bunch of millionaires.
They do not create jobs.
No, they don't.
The only thing that creates jobs is demand.
Demand, exactly.
The only thing that made this guy rich is because people demanded whatever he sell, and they took it.
And the middle class doesn't
But
have
now
money.
he doesn't even acknowledge that. He thinks on his own that wealth came to him. And now he thinks that he should control the government and our institution and make our laws.
Of course they did.
Started from scratch.
Of course they did.
Did you ever take a government grant or a government tax break? Never?
Zero.
Then
How much you want to bet he might be lying?
Just like...
How much you want to bet he might be lying?
Oh, he very well could be.
Because even Mitt Romney, when he put those people on that own the corporation, and we built it, guess what? When they did research, they all got government loans to start their fucking business. And they're still doing it.
Or tax breaks,
The only truth that the Republican Party is when they had the debt seal, the national debt, and under it they said we built it. Yes, all they're missing was the arrow. Because yes, they damn well did build that. And this guy knows it.
Tax cuts that created no jobs under George W.
You are
Bush.
evil in this society. The world does not need people that think like you. You are not kings. We will be never king in this country. You might think you get away with it, but then one day it's going to be a critical thing that you're going to be brought down and you're going to see it. And even God's going to bring you down.
Do you know how
and you're
many...
going to see it.
Do you know how many millionaires did the Steve Jobs create?
What?
Do you know how many millionaires, rich people, middle-class people Steve Jobs created? Bill Gates created? Warren Buffett created?
They created a lot of jobs in China. They created a lot of jobs in China.
Right. No, but they do not create jobs. Demand creates jobs. Nobody says, I'm going to open a company. Nobody says, I'm going to open a company so I can create jobs. Not one person ever opens a corporation. You did not open your corporation with a mind of creating jobs. And if you tell the truth, you would tell that truth is the truth. You know that's the truth. You did not start your business to create jobs. And you know that's the truth.
Let me tell you something. What's better, the company that employs 2 people or the company that employs 10,000 people?
Answer my question.
No, answer my question.
Which company? All right, you know what's better? You know what's better? I'll tell you what's better.
Making software.
I'll tell you what's better.
So
I'll tell you what's better.
Which company is better? The one that creates 2 jobs or 10,000 jobs?
I'll tell you. You want me to tell you?
Yes.
The one that creates 2.
Why?
Because the one that creates 10,000 jobs, it becomes like that vacuum cleaner, like I said. If he has 10,000 people working for him, he has a bigger vacuum cleaner. He's now a billionaire. He now gets a God complex like you do, think that now that you're above everything of all the little people. Now you should not even subject yourself to their government. Now you should take that wealth and take over their government.
He did have
you
the,
become
he did have the balls
evil.
to come out and talk
You
to us.
become evil. That's why the person that has 2 employees never has that God complex mentality, and they will never use their money to take over the government of the people.
Do you know?
So I know that you just hear what I said. The worst is the 10,000.
Which guy would help you individually more? Romney
Nothing
or
would
Obama?
create.
Not the common people. You. Which one would help you the most?
Obama. He know he even benefited under the Obama. You know you benefited.
Are you happy with your work environment? Before I answer this question, are you happy with your work environment?
Hell no.
You're not happy. Why?
I just told you this country's under corporate control.
No, your particular company. Are you happy?
That's trickle down shit.
Are you happy?
They trickle down their shit.
Are you happy with your company?
That's why.
Are you or are you not?
You're not hear what I'm saying? I said I'm not.
Like his job.
You don't
you
like
asked
your
me
job.
why
I
I'm
loved
not.
my job while I had it, but I got laid off due to budget cuts because of the Bush collapse. Thank you very much.
Now, do you know
what would create more jobs?
Do you know the company
if McDonald's as a corporation folded today, it would create more economic growth in this country.
Do you know the company
time.
with the best or one of the best work environments where the workers are the happiest? Do you know the name of this company or names of those companies?
I know name some of them.
Like what?
All right. Well, one of them is Google, even though I don't like Google.
And how small is Google?
It's probably got thousands of employees.
So doesn't that contradict your statement?
Wait a second.
No. Hold on for a second. That's anecdotal.
He's taking one corporation. That's
what's called
their
anecdotal.
corporation. Like he runs his corporation, which is probably like a serf and slave relationship. He takes all corporations are like
you
Google.
Pick one. That would be like saying if my grandmother got mistreated in the hospital, all hospitals mistreat grandmothers. Did you know that?
All corporations don't act like Google, so don't even equate just because I said Google is a nice corporation that all corporations act like that.
Look,
you know that's not the case. You know there's corporations that
how about Wal-Mart? They treat their people
slave people, Jews people.
No, they don't.
Even give them health care.
No, they don't.
What are you talking about?
Have you ever worked at Walmart?
No.
Okay, then how do you know? No, I'm giving you anecdotal. I'll give you anecdotal.
Yes.
A friend of mine who just had a junior year in college was kicked out of the school because he happened to believe in Palestinian issues, and the college kicked him out. He's working at Walmart. He said they intimidate their employees, they threaten their employees constantly. They promote men over women who have more experience and more skills. Now, I guess that's a good corporate model. Is that a good corporate model?
You can't get full-time work. They'll keep you just short of full-time work,
so they don't
have
have
to pay benefits.
Didn't you just give me an example with the grandmother and stuff like that?
No,
I mean, is Walmart the only?
He said, "I'll give you an
Look,
answer."
I'll give you an anecdotal answer. Anecdotal answer. That's anecdotal. There's good corporations. My dad worked for GE for 38 years. 32 of those years, he loved working for General Electric. The last 4 or 5 years he worked for them, they started treating the employees like shit. And he said, I loved this company back when I was loyal to them and they were loyal to me.
And he
the
was
last
in
4 or 5 years, he was in management. He wasn't a factory worker. He was in wages and salary administration. He was in union management relations from the management side. And he said when they stopped treating their employees with respect and loyalty, he said, I hated my job. He retired a little early from GE because of what he saw them do to those employees.
Who is the biggest creator of jobs in America?